Hey, everybody. My name is William Rochelle, but you can call me Bill. And welcome to UBU Live. This is the music and vibe edition. This is new for me. And I want to start off by saying how proud I am of my networking buddy, Felipe, for finishing his first book, Miranda and Max's Adventures. Max was their first dog. And the book is available now for purchase. So if you look at the banner at the bottom, there are the Amazon links. I will also add them to the comments. We all need to support each other in our adventures. It is hard for us to sometimes be vulnerable and let other people see, hear, or read our art. And that's what I'm doing today. So today I am going to do a live listening party. And what made me decide to do this is I've been writing music for a short period of time, and each song kind of chronicles something that I've gone through, and I want to share. And so if anyone wants to come up and join me, I would love that, Mr. Dunner, Spencer. I'd love the company. I'd love the feedback. And the reason why I started as I did, can you hear me now? Hello? The reason why I started it as I did is, number one, I wanted to give a moment for everyone to see and read the Miranda and Max's adventure. And then once you guys were able to take that all in, I wanted to be able to tell you why I had it up. So it's basically us acknowledging a major accomplishment from someone in our network. So for those of you who know Felipe, you know he's a great guy, and I'm sure this is a great book. I'm ordering it today, and that's it. So my first song that I'm gonna do is our theme song. Just makes sense, right? And I wrote the theme song in honor of UBU Live. There are a couple of things that you're going to notice throughout the show. So there are some songs that will have a video. It's going well, actually. I just took it out of the oven, Spencer. During the format, you're going to see some songs that have videos. I stopped doing the videos because they were AI generated, and I hated the way they looked, and I think it was distracting from the song. So most of the songs that I prefer, we will be listening to. Some we will show the video, and the only reason I added the videos to some of the songs is because I already paid for the month. So you can't get your money back, so you might as well use it. However, it kept getting worse and worse and worse. So here we go with the theme song for UBU Live. Kenny, are you going to come up?
I don't care who you are or who you love. Just show up real, that's more than enough. Say what you mean, be wild, be free. The world needs your truth unapologetically. No shame, no fear, no judgment.
Okay, you guys. I know you've heard that one before. Um, any comments? Any love? Like what do you think? And what I am going to do is actually, how do I do that? There we go. Because I really want the real estate in between songs to be about Felipe and his book and his daughter, and we're proud of him. So there you go. Uh, the next song that I am going to choose is going to be the next song I'm going to choose is going to be right here. All right. So some days are great, and some days uh, it's a throat punch kind of day. And that's something that me and my daughters and my ex-wife, we used to joke about. Like, I just want to punch somebody in the throat today. And it's not about anyone in particular. It's about those days when you wake up and you're happy, and all of a sudden someone says or does something that throws you off, and you just want to just punch anyone, the next person that walks in your way. You're like, I'm going to punch them in the throat. So it is not about anyone, it's just about a mood. So let's listen to Throat Punch. Oops, sorry. This is new for me, everyone. So let me get the right song. All right, I'm going to play with the one with the video, but I hate it. So here goes. Why is it only doing that? Oh. Can you can you guys hear it? All right, so can you guys hear me? So you guys couldn't hear the video. No sound. Okay, great. Um, hey man.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a volume control on YouTube that you're missing or something? You should be able to play this.
I know. Volume control. The
Yeah,
volume up, like I can hear it on my end. Let me try the screen share again.
and a screen share in Chrome, there is a share sound tab,
Okay, maybe that's it.
and you have to make sure that's clicked.
In Chrome, there's a share sound tab. And where would that be?
Well, when you do share screen,
Uh-huh.
there should be something should come up and it says share sound. Share sound. On the left there, is that all the way? Is you're hearing the sound all the way up, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing it fantastically.
It's weird. And you're using Chrome, right? Are you on a Mac or a PC?
PC.
Um, Close this down. and bring it back up. And when you do a share, is it giving you the option? Oh, you know what? Share screen. Let me see. Look for the share checkbox on the next window. There should be a share audio that comes up when you do a share screen.
All right. So when I hit share screen,
And you pick the screen, right?
right?
So you go share screen, and then you should.
Oh, share audio.
Yeah, see? Also share tab audio. That's what you want to make sure you click.
So it's not letting me click it.
You have to select the tab first.
Select the tab first.
Yeah. So you should have something called Chrome tab.
Okay. Share audio.
And then
All right. Tell me if this works.
We don't stop.
Yep.
Still burning.
That's working.
Whole world turning. Keep this wild. Got the night still learning. We go all night. We go all night. We go all night. Na, 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 sun's down, but the fire's just starting. Bass so loud, yeah, the ground's still sparking. Your eyes locked, and the whole place freezing. One step close, and the night just teases. No clock's here, oh, we bend the rules. Lose that fear when nobody's fool. Heartbeat sing with the kick drum pounding. Every move got the whole floor shining. We don't stop, lights still burning. Hands up high, whole world turning. Keep this wild, got the night still learning. We go all night, we go all night. We don't stop, lights still burning. Hands up high, whole world turning. Keep this wild, got the night still learning. We go all night, we go all night. Don't skin in the neon shimmer. Dance floor heat just keeps getting bigger. That lines cut through the smoky air. Feels like home and you're already there. Drop low, slow roll, let the rhythm take hold. Hands wave, crowd sway, let the moment unfold. Then snap, back to the beat like fire. Whole club lift, take it higher, higher. We don't stop, lights still burning. Hands up high, whole world turning. Keep this wild, got the night still learning. We go all night, we go all night. We don't stop, lights still burning. Hands up high, whole world turning. Keep this wild, got the night still learning. We go all night, we go all night, all night, all night. Yeah, we go all night, all night, all night. We don't stop, lights still burning, hands up high, whole world turning. Keep this wild, got the night still learning. We go all night, all night. We don't stop, lights still burning, hands up high, whole world turning. Keep this wild, got the night still learning. We go all night, we go all night, all night. We go all night.
So that was We Go All Night. Any thoughts on that? Oops. Can you guys hear that?
It's still going.
Okay. You know what? Noni is the expert here. All right. So Noni, you know, this isn't this is not as easy as you make it look. All right. So there's no sound again? All right. So I guess every time I share, I have to do it again. Can you guys hear that?
Fast lane to nowhere. A bold, sexy, silky soul pop song. Take a second, take a breath. Slide your hands down the wheel, feel what's left. Midnight ride, music loud, but your soul's been quiet, screaming out. City lights, chasing dreams, but you forgot what freedom means. You're on I-95, smooth and clean, but baby, LA ain't East of Queens. You're doing all the things, gold chains, daydreams, late night flings, but underneath that glow, you don't even know where you're trying to go. You're in the fast lane to nowhere, burning gas, breathing air, but going nowhere. Turn the music down, let the silence stare, let your soul speak, baby, do you dare? You want love, want peace, want truth to show, but how you gonna find it if you don't know? So tell me, do you know where you're going to, or are you just running from you? Cruise control, lips glossed in red, but that lipstick won't map what's in your head. Fork in the road, divine design, left or right, girl, it's your time. I know you crave that stable bed, not that motel love that leaves you on red, but even maps need you to choose. You can't win the war if you won't lose, and maybe that wrong turn was a sacred burn, a way to learn. Maybe your detour's the truth, not a loss, just another route. You're in the fast lane to nowhere, skin to leather, breathing heat, but going nowhere. Pull the car over, strip it all bare, let your soul rise, baby, take it there. You want fire, want faith, want light to shine, but first you gotta claim what's yours is mine. So tell me, do you know where you're going to, or are you just hiding from you?
Hey, Marcelo.
Maybe the stillness is your
Marcello.
compass. Maybe the silence is screaming go west. Maybe God already gave you the sign. You just weren't quiet enough to hear it.
You're in the fast lane to nowhere, but baby, one turn and you're already there. It's not the speed, it's the choice that's rare. So pivot, glide with that midnight stare. You don't need permission, don't need a plan, just that knowing cause whatever it is, love, I hope it's you. Start by going inward. That's where your map lives. That's where you begin.
Can you hear that? Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Okay.
I didn't see it coming, but my soul already knew. It was time for me to let go and walk into something new. Sometimes you don't plan the fire, it just burns through your skin.
Thank you, Kenneth.
And the life that you built so carefully in it starts caving in. But that's the pivot, baby, not a breakdown, it's a bend. A quiet voice inside you saying time to start again. You thought it was a setback, now it's a soul alignment. Universe moving pieces in divinement. Don't call it a loss, it's a revelation. So swing wide when you just trust the transformation. Yeah. This ain't the end, it's the open road. It's a fight for faith when the future's untold. From the edge of fear to a place called gold. Destiny's calling, go, 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 you go. Really up pivot with fire, building with broken pieces, higher and higher. They say to shine, but not to climb. They hear the beat, but miss the time. They say it's magic, nah, it's grit, blood and vision. Every bit I keep it 90% light, 10% storm. When I want to quit right, I perform. There's power in pain, there's grace in fall. You're not lost, you're just entering the call. No map, no script, no promise, not yet. Just a voice in my head saying, no net, keep moving, keep choosing. You're not behind, you're blooming. That's a frame of mind. This ain't the end, it's the open road. It's a fight for faith when the future's untold. From the edge of fear to a place called home. Destiny's calling, go, go, go. Yeah, I pivot with purpose, pivot with fire, build.
Okay, guys. So pivot is about what we're all, well, not all of us, but what I'm going through right now. It's not the end of the road. It's just time to pivot. And it's not, it's not the end. I've been here before and I can overcome it. So that is the baseline of pivot. The song before that, excuse me, which is Fast Lane to Nowhere. It was about, I think I did a podcast or a newsletter that said, in order for you to obtain your goals, you need to know where you want to go. The interesting part of the lines here, which I didn't really pre say it, is that my daughters are in Los Angeles and I'm in Miami. And so this guy is driving to Los Angeles, but misses his stop. So he's on the I-95 and he keeps thinking about LA, but he ends up on northeast upper New York in the snow. And you can see that he's thinking about the beach and the palm trees, and that's where he wants to be. But he's on the fast lane to nowhere because he hasn't decided to make that move yet. So he's kind of driving aimlessly, which is the fast lane to nowhere. This song, which I was trying to play for you guys earlier, is called Throat Punch. And it's about my life. I wake up in the morning in prayer and reflective and with all these good thoughts. things that Jeremy would tell me in my head. And in the middle of the day, something happens and I'm just mad. And it's not mad at anyone, it's mad at life. And I don't know if you guys have ever been there where you're in Starbucks and every time you take a step forward, it feels like the person is on your, like, stepping forward and they're like just too close, like give me my space. Or, you know, someone's talking loud on their cell phone and you're just trying to check out and you don't want to hear their life story. And so that's the purpose of Throat Punch. I want to do it, but I'm not. So here it is. And I hate the video, but whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone let me know if you can hear it.
Wake up. Stretch. The world don't know
You
what's
can
coming.
hear it, and we love the video.
Let's go.
And also comment if you love or hate the song.
I rise and shine.
If you've gotten enough, time to move to the next.
It's gonna be divine.
Come on, Kenneth. I know you can do that.
Today's the day I change the game. Spread some love up your name. Say a prayer to feel some grace, to understand and find my place. But baby, let me keep it real. Sometimes that light I just don't feel like this morning, no lie. I woke up with fire in my eye. If one more person looks my way, I might throw hands, just saying okay. It's a throat punch kind of day. But I breathe and walk away. I can act out, but I won't. I can wild out, but I don't. 'Cause I'm working on my soul, trying to keep it in control. Yeah, I'm human, but I choose to do better than I wanna do. No one special, no one name, just the air feeling kind of flame. Too close in line, too slow to move. Might catch these hands, but I stay smooth. I sip my coffee, take that pause, remind myself of my cause, purpose, baby. That's my
hate the
groove.
video.
Elevating vibes in every
Remove.
room. See, I could throw a fit,
I could throw a fit.
or I could throw a smile. I could let the petty win, or I could chill in style. 'Cause just beneath this spicy sass is someone choosing peace with class. It's a throat punch kind of day. Oh, yes, it is. But I breathe and walk away. I could act out, but I won't. I could wild out, but I don't. 'Cause I'm working on my soul, trying to keep it in control. Yeah, I'm human, but I choose to do better than I wanna do. Ooh, I choose again, even when I wanna sin. I choose grace, baby. But don't test me before my coffee kicks in. Yeah, that's the vibe. You be you, boo.
Okay, so any thoughts? Let me know. And I would love for Felipe to come up and talk about his latest adventure.
Bill, before you start the next one,
Yep.
what genre? I know you're not using genres in Suno, but what genre would you consider? And I don't know if you consider these different genres, but the last song, what genre would you consider?
You know, I don't know. I would think it's kind of R&B, sort of mixed with rap, but I really don't select a genre. I think of the musical mapping and then the words. Does that make sense?
can you expand on the musical mapping? I kind of understand, but I it's
Yeah,
really
yeah. So
interesting, Bill. I think the creative process, particularly you know, for those folks that may or may not understand sort of the complexities and or the fun of using AI, they may want to hear, you know, some of the challenges of doing this.
yeah, so I want all of my songs to sound different, to have a different feel, and to reflect exactly what I'm going through. So, and when I'm writing a song, I write out all the lyrics. I do run it through um, Chat GPT just to kind of, you know, fix it up a little bit, but everything that is written was written by me. So, you know, Chat GPT didn't come up with throw punch kind of day or every morning I wake up and feel this way. And you know, that's all me. Um, and then in addition to that, um, I I do the musical mapping. And so what that the instrumental mapping, which is I want harmonies to come in here. I want bass to come in here. I want, you know, I look at old songs like Parliament. Flashlight used to be one of my favorite songs. So you'll hear a couple of songs in here that will give you that throwback type of vibe. Um, but I don't select a genre. Uh, so so me and Michael and I are both writing music, and we are. I think we do it similarly in most aspects. But I think you choose genres, and I I choose eras, and you know, bass lines, hi hats. I you know bring it in here. Um, Spoken word in the beginning, then in the middle I want this, and then I want it to lull down and then fly back up. So when we're talking about genres, I think you're gonna hear a mixture of genres. So it's kind of you know my own sound.
Well, just to confuse you, Bill, you can mix genres in Suno too. And I'm doing a lot of experimentation, and
Yeah.
specifically because you mentioned you want the song to really kind of bring out what you, the artist, are feeling. So,
Yes.
so I'm actually experimenting with, you know, different genres. Like there's unfortunately some amount of mine are maybe darker, or you know, I want a little more rocky sound. Yeah, it really depends on, to your point, like the feel of the song.
Yeah.
But so I, you know, my songs are going to be pretty broad relative to genres. And I just found out recently, and this is may or may not be accurate, but there's well over 800 genres or uh, combinations of genres that you can use in Suno. But like you, I will also add, not to your level, but I will add, you know, instrumentation or vocals, or change the vocals. But I'm still experimenting, like, because sometimes the Suno does not respect my prompt.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll say, you know, chorus mixed vocals, and it just goes on with the male vocal or whatever. So you know, they call that prompt compliance. So I'm still working through that. In fact, I think maybe over the next couple week or so, I'm just gonna create songs that may or may not ever make it to air, but I want to know the tool better, because yeah, I'm kind of happy with some number of them that I've created, including the one I did for Felipe. But
Yeah.
I want to, you know, I want to be able to make the best use of the tool. But
Hey, Felipe.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Good. I am so proud of you, and congratulations.
Thank you. I gotta say the music. I'm very impressed with the music, Bill. And you know, the only thing I guess say the first video, the video was repetitive, but the music, the beat, the lyrics was all great, and all the other videos
Right.
I thought were just really well done. But definitely, and that's the thing. Like you and Mike, you all have some talent there. When I tried to play with one of those music apps, I was like, it was fun, and I created stuff, but it didn't come out good. It just did not come out good. And it's like, because you have so many options, and it shows that you have to have an ear for music, first of all. And then two, you got to be able to know how to write lyrics. So it's like people are like, oh, I have AI. I can write whatever I want and make music. Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah. You're absolutely right about that. Um, and I think Michael and I um, both struggle with that because people think, oh, AI is doing everything, and it really isn't. And it, if you listen to the songs, um, the pivot, throw punch kind of day, I'm on the highway to nowhere, and then you see the video. And first of all, I said in the beginning, Felipe, but you might have missed it. I stopped doing videos. So what you're gonna see as we move forward is just like a photo with like lines or lasers, because the AI it just keeps looping, and it doesn't sync well. But I had already paid for it for a month, so I was like, okay, I'll just create the videos because I can't get my money back. But
But you know what? That you're using
yeah,
AI as a tool, and that's where I think people, yeah, right now people might look at it as, oh, you use AI, and I know people feel, even I felt like I feel like I'm cheating, but even down to this book, the picture of that cartoon dog. So I love to sketch. That's one of my favorite
yeah,
pastimes all my life, and sketching animals and landscapes, great. People, not so good. I mean, like they look good, but they don't look like the person, and it doesn't resemble the person. So when I was doing the book, I still wanted to do the illustrations, and I worked on it, and I drew the animals, and then I realized I'm not going to do Miranda and Max justice to make them look as well. So what I did was, and as a time saver, I took my illustrations, I took a picture of Max and Miranda, and then I used AI to duplicate those in different scenes. And that way, it's like, okay, I have a touch of it, a touch of my illustrations in there, but I'm not going to take full credit. But I also know what looks good. I was able to put little Easter eggs in there. And I think that's the thing, that AI as a tool is just making our jobs a little bit easier. And yes, there might be people out there that, illustrators, for example, songwriters, there's a lot of jobs out there that are feeling like, oh, wait, they might not need me. But yeah, we do. Like right now, if I wanted to write an amazing song, like say my daughter was getting married tomorrow and I wanted to write an amazing song, I would go to one of YouTube before I tried myself, because that's not my strength. Even though
right.
I have AI can help me I could do one, but it's just, yeah. So I think people just need to realize that you still need talent. You still need to have a passion for it. Um, and if you try to let it do it for you, it's not going to be as good.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And the truth is, if you've ever used AI before, you'll recognize that it is repetitive on its own. So you, in your articles or in your book, you have to put your voice in there, and you have to you use it to, like, maybe, what do I say? First of all, I use it for grammar because I'm not great at it. Also for missing words, because I can't proofread my own stuff. So, proofing the words, but not for the voice. The voice and the words are mine. So anyway,
Well,
so you
and
do
I
like
love
the
that.
songs, Felipe?
What's that?
You do like the songs?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think they came out really good, and I like the lyrics, the music, the beat. They were good. And one thing I will say is, with all the AI out there, I think that it's not cheating. If people think they feel like they're cheating, and it's the honest people that feel like they're cheating.
Right.
But you know, it's just, if it helps you get there, it helps you get there. So I love it.
You can't deny that it's there. So you either embrace
No.
it or you become a dinosaur.
Exactly.
You get left behind.
And I
So-
will say, the children's book, I did not use AI for the writing, but it was a children's book, so there weren't that many words. Let's be honest.
So I used it at the beginning. I didn't have an intro for my show, so I started it I do have an intro, but I didn't include it in this show. And so I started the cast about 3 minutes early, and it was just your daughter and Max, and then the link below tells people how to get it. And if you want to put that into the comments, or I will also repost your article. And I have some things that you didn't get to see that because when I'm proud of people, I'm just proud of them, you know, and you know, I want to make sure that we're not doing things in silos, we're doing them together. So, you know, your win is my win, and that's truly how I feel. So
Well, I appreciate you, Bill. Thank you.
I just kind of took what you said, and I didn't know it was going to come out in like 5 different segments, but it did. And then, yeah, there we go. So stay on stage, Felipe. Now you can't go. The next two songs are a part 1 and part 2. So the first one's called Never Stop Becoming. And that means that we are all works in progress. And no matter where we are in life, keep evolving. And then part 2 is I Bring the Fire. All right. You guys got that? I'm going to add it to the stage, and it's going to start with Never Stop Becoming. And guys, scream if you can't hear anything. Can you hear?
Yes.
There's a sound in my bones when the lights go black. Not fear, not pain, just the will to come back. No crowd, no cheer, no choir sings, but my silence still breaks everything. Cracked and bleeding, I stood in the flame, screamed to the ashes, you'll remember my name. I'm not your story of pity and fall, I'm the thunder that shatters your walls. You can bury the dreamer, but I'll haunt every sky. Turn my ruins to rhythm, let my fire testify. I never stop becoming, even when the world let go. Took my pain, made it something. Now I'm everything they'll never know. Don't need your crown, don't want your seat. I was born to burn, not beg at your feet. I never stop becoming. Whispers in the static, calling me home. Not lost, just learning how to stand alone. No more apologies, no more disguise. I'm done clipping wings to
Stop it,
make
Spencer.
comfort
It's AI.
feel right. Don't need a map to trace my soul. I am the fire and I'm in control. Forget your timelines, forget your rules. I'm not late, I'm just breaking the fuel. You don't own my direction. I've got chaos and grace. I've got scars made of sunlight and a war drum for a face. I never stop becoming. While they whispered I was done, built my rise from the silence. Now I shine like a loaded gun. No more dimming to make you see. I was made for wild, not made to be neat. I never stop becoming. This is the sound of resurrection. This is the breath before the scream. This is the war inside your ribs telling you get up or die in the dream. Let the crowd shake when you speak. Let your spine forget how to break. You are not late, you are the quake. Now move! I never stop becoming. Even when I hit the floor, every fall wrote a verse in the anthem. Now I'm louder than ever before. Don't need saving, don't need a plea. I was born to burn, not beg to be seen. I never stop becoming. Yeah, never stop.
So you guys kind of get the gist of that one, right? So he never stopped becoming, and he made it through the ashes. And then the next song is I Bring the Fire, because he's already walked through the ashes. And this is I Bring the Fire. Kind of has a movie theme, right?
Like a heartbeat under the mix. Said you're like a heartbeat under the mix.
He disappears, right?
Shoot like a heart thinks I got a man. was never lost, just underestimated. I was never broken, just building in silence. Now I arrive. Stepping out the dust, got steel in my veins. Didn't wait for the door, I called my own name. I'm not lucky, I'm aligned. Every scar is a map, every fall was divine. You call it chaos, I call it light. I bloom in the fire, I rise in the fight. This ain't a comeback, this is the plan. I wasn't made to follow, I was born to stand. Every no became a drum beat, every fall became my flame. Now I walk like I've been chosen, a storm wrapped in a name. I'm fire on the blueprint, watch me redefine. Built from the ashes, built to realign. I don't need permission, I was born for this. Made from the silence and a rebel's kiss. I never stopped believing, I never stopped becoming. Look, every limit that was never mine, every box they gave me, I lit it on fire. I danced through doubt, I ran through fear. I heard my name in the thunder clear. They tried to shrink, but they couldn't hold. One purpose ain't quiet, it's brave, it's bold. So I walk like prayers, built this road, unbothered, unbroken, untold. I gave up the version of freedom to find the truth in my chest. Now I wear my whole story like armor on my breath. I'm fire on the blueprint. Watch me take my.
So I think you guys kind of get the gist of the two songs together. What are your thoughts?
Now I have questions.
Sure.
The first one is when you're writing, did you write these or did you have this idea in your head for the two kind of bookends before you started writing, or did that happen after, or how did that work?
It was one of those things where I think I said it on one of my lives where I write something and it's not as uplifting as I wanted it to be. So I'm becoming is something that's positive. There's nothing negative about it, but the fire, I bring the fire, is what I'd rather be known for. So I didn't have an intention to have both of those songs go back to back, but I was like, okay, this kind of makes sense. Did I answer your question?
Well, so I think the answer is no. You didn't necessarily like.
I didn't write them together.
Right. Okay. Like I told you or texted you, I'm actually working on a I don't even want to call it a trilogy, but it's a theme, but it's so there's a progress. It's about trust, and so there's a progression. But then I took, I think it's 4 or 5 analogies. Like one's a tree, one's a bridge, one's broken glass. And so I'm actually mapping this out ahead of time. But this is rare for me. Normally, like the whole idea for the trust kind of came from you and our discussion on Go Brunch. And so that's kind of how some amount of my songs come about is, it's either life or something I'm feeling, and out of that, or obviously like for Felipe's birthday, or whatever the the genesis is. But most of my songs kind of stand alone. So I'm just interested to know if that you had actually done kind of pre-planning
No,
or whatever.
no. So every time I write something, I'm not sure about you, but I every time I write something, it's my favorite song for that week. And while I was listening to Becoming and walking through the ashes, then what's the next logical step? I've risen from the ashes and I am the fire. And so that's kind of how that came about. But there wasn't in the beginning, there was not an intention. So I have a couple of more. I'm not going to share my entire catalog because it'll take too long. I wrote one about my grandson, and I wrote one about my daughter. I'd like to share both of those. It's really, so my grandson is two different people, right? Because he's 2 right now. So it's his 2-year-old self singing, and it's his like 18-year-old self singing. And so you're going to hear 2 different voices, but understand that they're the same person. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Okay, here it goes. Can you guys hear?
That would be a negative, sir.
Okay. I think I know what's wrong.
I mean, I can hear. I just can't hear music.
No. I know it's wrong. It's when I clicked past the other part, it took me to a different tab. All right, so now you should be able to hear. So remember, it's the same person, just at 2 different stages of their life. And it's a slower song. Can you hear it now?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Hey Grandpa, it's me, your ace. From 1,000 miles, but I still see your face. Florida sky, summer so wide. Fishing lines in that old boat ride.
You'd ask, are you ready? I'd smile real big. You lock eyes and say, ready, that's our gig.
Even when the time and space expand, your love still fits right in my hand. You'll always be my grandpa, no matter the miles. You're stitched in my heart, in my laughs, in my smiles. And even though I grow fast and time goes and flies, I feel you in the energy that never says goodbye.
I don't see you every week or day, but when I do, it's like you never went away.
Cancun dreams, long car rides, teaching me to drive with that patient pride.
I can't wait to see how far we go, building this bond that just seems to grow.
No matter where life asks me to roam, you're the voice that helps me find home. You'll always be my grandpa, no matter the miles. You're stitched in my heart, in my laughs, in my smiles. And even though I grow fast and time goes and flies, I feel you in the energy that never says goodbye. But Grandpa, I promise, and I say it loud,
I'll own my path and I'll make you proud.
I'll seek the truth inside of me.
Not the answer, just the key.
You can guide me, show me doors, give me choices, maybe more.
But I'll stand strong, I'll take my turn.
Every step is mine to learn. You'll always be my grandpa, no matter the miles. You're stitched in my heart, in my laughs.
Okay, so thoughts?
That was really
Sounds
good, but I have a question. That
Yeah.
second voice, it almost sounded like a female, but it was him younger?
Yes. So think about how Michael Jackson sounded when he was in the Jackson 5.
Yeah. I mean, he had an amazing voice when he was young. That was impressive.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that, like a young Michael Jackson, and then an 18-year-old guy, and it's one of the things is because Ace is 2, almost 3, is some of it we've already done, but some of it are things that I want to do with him, and so if I drop dead tomorrow, you know, he has this song that I've written and produced especially for him. And there are things within it that say, you know, I'll always make you proud, and you know, I'll own my path. Meaning, you know, you can only teach me so much, but I'll own it. I won't look for the answers, just the key. Or I don't need all the answers, just the key. So it's I don't know. It makes me emotional.
Well, that's a
And
question I wanted to ask you, Bill. Is I find particularly the ones that I do for family, or in the case of Felipe or others, friends. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these, particularly the ones I had written as a poem first, have very deep, resonance and meaning for me. So those are always going to be, whether they're in poem form or song form. And there's something that put poems to music, particularly if I can get the mix right, between the music and the vocals and the lyrics. It means a lot. But I was going to ask you, like, for this, you said you were going to get emotional. Do any of these songs, and again, they're all your children, I understand that from an artist standpoint, but
yeah.
are there songs like this that have kind of a deeper meaning for you?
That one has a very deep meaning, because I'm getting flack all around because I can't come out as often, and I feel like I'm missing out. So yeah, that one was hard. That one was very hard, because I was trying to kind of let him know that I'll always be his grandpa. But the way that I wrote it, it was more of him. It had this influence of a younger child and an older child, which would represent him now while I see him, but also him as we move through. So even in the song, he says, "I can't wait to see how our relationship grows." Um, and there's things in the song like, I talk about a drive, and we're in Cancun because as a family we go to Cancun a lot. So these are things that I, hold near and dear, but I haven't gone to Cancun with him yet. So Michael,
Now,
your questions are making me cry.
well, I'm glad because you're all about you be you.
Right.
And there is something about being the songwriter, and particularly in essence, we're also the producers. Like, I wrote one for my wife and I's 11th anniversary, and when I wrote it, I thought, okay, this is cool. But then on our way to breakfast, I actually played it for her, and she got emotional, and I'm like,
Mm,
that's the power. Now, I've written and I get emotional sometimes when I read my poetry. Like I wrote one for my sons, about how proud, because I think as men, maybe we don't say that often enough. We don't show vulnerability and transparency to our sons because maybe we grew up under fathers that didn't do that for
yeah.
us. So I kind of go out of my way to do that. But the other thing is there's something about music and songwriting that I think my poetry is relatively powerful, but there's something that just grabs you and takes you maybe to a different place. And the one thing I did want to mention, I think, is I think sometimes as artists we have to have maybe a thicker skin because
Mm,
maybe when we create something, and so you already have all those internal feelings and it means a lot to you, but
doesn't mean anything to anybody
it
else.
well it well I don't want to say that, but it may not resonate the same
Right.
way,
Yeah.
or it may not resonate at all, and that's just, I mean, that I guess that's the thing I've kind of struggled with, and I definitely struggled with my poetry about this because when I first shared my poetry, I don't know if I told you the story, Bill, but I want to tell you this because I think it's important for us as people and as artists to
Yeah.
just kind of do, like you said, you be you, because at the end of the day, I think that will resonate. Just like, and this is going to sound maybe a little horrible, but to some degree, like when I hear someone sing maybe a little off key, um, I am happy that they are, would I love them to sing perfectly in tune? And when you hear someone that's doing it, professional or something, am I going to vibe to it a little more? Of course. But particularly a child, to hear a child sing off key or a little off or a little reedy or something, I'm sorry, man. I'm all that. I'm all over that they're doing their very best.
Right.
And I don't know if you've experienced that, but I've seen that, and it's just, it doesn't have to be perfect.
It
Um,
doesn't.
and to me, as far as meaningful, now you can say, oh, musically, blah blah, but for me, the meaning, or again, getting back to what we were talking about a little bit, is that action and thought put in means something. And hopefully means something to him when he hears it, or maybe a little later in life, because as a kid you can go, okay. he may or may not get it. Say, grandpa wrote a song, okay.
Yeah.
But maybe when he's 16, 17, 18, or maybe a little even older,
Like they can
maybe
play
it'll
it at my
catch him in his
funeral.
throat a little bit. Well, that too,
And
but no, in all seriousness
it's one of
though.
those things. It honestly, it's something that that I thought about when I wrote it.
Mm,
And as I wrote it, I thought about, what if I'm not here? What would I want to say to him?
yep.
And that's how it evolved. But while we're talking about emotions, and I'm looking at my screen, I am going to finish off with my daughters, guys. But someone told me that I was brutal and intense. So if anyone
Are you still
understands
holding
that,
on to the brutal thing? Let the brutal thing go, Bill. You're not brutal.
I thought you were gonna let that go, man.
That was 2 Go brunches ago, from what I remember.
But you be
can you
you,
guys hear
Bill.
this?
Yes.
Yeah.
They said I'm too much. Yeah. Too loud, too bold, too strong. I said, baby, that's called living. They call me too intense, but I call it too alive. I don't tiptoe around the edges, now I'm here to thrive. Got that fire in my eyes, got that truth in my chest. I don't shrink for nobody, I just flex my best. Slide left, roll right, let the baseline talk. Every step that I take, got that passion walk. If my light blinds you, you can shade your eyes, but you can't stop a sunrise when it's on the rise. Turn me up, I ain't turning down. This is my beat, my groove, my crown. You can call me too much, I'll call it my sound. I'm the heat in the street, I'm the talk of the town. Turn me up, I ain't turning down. This is my beat, my groove, my crown. You can call me too much, I'll call it my sound. I'm the heat in the street, I'm the talk of the town. Intensity's my middle name, I claim that vibe. It's the rhythm in my bones that keeps dreams alive. I ain't mad, I'm just madly in love with the game. Every note, every move, I'm engraving my name. I don't whisper dreams, nah, I sing them loud. Put my soul in the mix, make the people proud. You can water yourself down, but I'll stay high proof. Cause flashing with the volume up, that's the truth. Hey, turn me up. Hey, turn it down. Hey, turn it down. Green, baby, keep it real all day. We don't live halfway, we do it our way. Hey, turn me up. Hey, turn it down. Bring the light, shine through the town. Come on, bounce, baby.
So I have Let It Go, but that's still a jam. No one likes
Well,
it.
no, I like that. It was good, Bill. One thing I think that's really cool also is that besides, you writing the words to your grandson or to your daughter or to whoever, think about just being able to hear and see you too in the future. Because I have photographs, very little video, and a letter from my father who passed away 26 years ago. And God, I wish I had him on YouTube or him, talking about even me at some point, just being able to hear that voice. And that's the thing, that part of your legacy is that not only will they hear the heartfelt message, they'll be able to see and hear you. And I think that's a huge, huge part of your legacy that you're giving them.
Yeah. One of the things I want to make really clear, because everyone's like, let it go already. I have. That was just in the moment I wrote the song, and I actually like it. So yeah, that's not a dig or something I'm still holding on to. I liked the work, so I just thought I'd share it with you guys.
The next time I hear you bring it up, I'm going to play the song from Frozen, Let It Go. All right. I'm just warning you. If I hear the brutal come up again, I'm just going to play that song.
Okay. All right. So here's.
But before we do it, Bill, I do want to say something about this, because first of all, I'm glad you've let it go, because at the end of the day, that's against you if you're holding on to it. It's robbing you of energy and light and love or whatever. It's just not good for you, and we've talked about this, I think, even on Eni's show about forgiveness versus reconciliation. But that aside, I also think, not for nothing, you live up to what you say you are, which is, I think, is important. So it's, in the moment you were upset, which is fine. Yeah. You were upset enough, however many days later, to a day or 2, 3.
I think that was the next day. I think that was the next day. But,
come on, Bill. Let me wind this out. Anyway, okay. My point, or wind you up. No, my point is that it's an honest, picture of where you were at then. And I think that's the other thing, because there's some songs that I've written, and I think I wrote this somewhere, is that there's some of my songs that I'm not there anymore, but I want to write. Particularly the ones that were poems. And again, I wrote some of these years ago, but I want people to know that they're not the only one that are going through tough times. So I want to create some of these that a lot of my songs do end up on a more happy note, but
Yeah.
I do want some of those maybe to stay a little bit in the dark, or maybe even ambiguous, because I want people to know that they're not the only ones that are going through whatever it
Something.
is, and hopefully, because I've written other more uplifting songs, that you can get through this, and there is the other side.
Yeah.
So anyway.
But I'm through it. Like, I'm not giving that any more energy. But the song is written, and I think it's great. I like the bop. I like the fact that it turned it around, and I was like, what? I'm not too intense. I'm just doing my thing. If you think about it, it's kind of uplifting. It's just that you guys know the backstory.
Yeah.
And this is the end. So this is my song about my daughter, Amanda, and it's her singing. It's AI, but so I wrote the song for her, and you actually hear in the song, it says, Amanda says, protect your energy. So here it goes. This is the last one, guys. You guys can salute. Can you hear it?
I get turned on by the truth. Give me a deep word, baby. That's my groove. Found God in a sidewalk crack. Had a convo with my cousin. Now I'm taking it back. He said, why you running so hard for people who don't even clap? I smiled, said, I don't chase crumbs. I bake the whole damn snack. I walk with the heat on. Quiet streets replaying words like a love songs on repeat. I ain't thirsty, I'm divine. And I don't beg to be defined. Don't dim me just cause I burn bright. Don't kill the vibe, don't block my light. I dress my scars in red stilettos. Move like jazz with rebel ghettos. You can throw your shade, try to decode me, but baby, I'm not here for trophies. I was born to be wild, born to be free. I breathe fire, and I choose me. Now Amanda, she protects her energy. Walks like silk, talks like prophecy. She told me you're more than your zip code, more than a car or a title in bold. I said, say less, sis, I feel that. Cause I'm done with dim rooms and fake chat. You don't get to shrink this storm. I make peace look good in human form. I don't chase, I attract. I don't bend, I bounce back, you want meek. I want magic, you want basic. I want classic. Don't dim me just cause you can't handle real. I'm the full course truth, not a dollar menu meal. Yeah, I keep it sexy, smart and soulful. Every move I make is whole and vocal. You can call it too much, too bold, too free, but I'm exactly who I came here to be. They whisper selfish, I call it holy. I move like royalty, and I choose me. Talk to yourself like you would your best friend. Would you tell her to beg for love, to shrink, to be held? Nah, you tell her, baby, walk, let them miss you. Let them wonder, let them taste what they'll never get again. So don't dim me, darling, I'm the flame of the fuse. I don't lose sleep over folks I didn't choose. Got lips speak legacy, hips that hold grace, eyes that cut through the lies on your face. I walk away soft, but I leave a heat wave, cause choosing myself is the boldest way. Call me wild, call me free, call me divine, but never call me yours if you won't make me shine. I choose me.
That's the end.
I'd say, Bill, that's probably
Hold on.
one of my favorite, actually.
Yeah, I agree. That was really good.
I'd have to listen to the other one about your grandson, but I don't know what it is, but I like that song.
Do you know what? Felipe is in that song. So he doesn't remember this. Yeah. So in the song, she says, talk to yourself like you would your best friend? Would you tell her to do this or this? And one day you said to me,
Oh my
you
God.
need to talk to yourself, Bill, the way that you would talk to somebody else.
Yep.
And so I never forgot that those words of wisdom, and I included it in the song. But that part
That's
came from
very
you.
cool. That's very cool.
So if that
Yeah.
goes platinum, you're gonna have to give Felipe some royalties.
Yeah,
Okay.
do I 1 penny for every sale?
So as we dial out, everybody, I want to thank you guys for coming. This is very, very interesting for me and very hard because you're sharing your soul, you know, things that are personal. And Michael, I know you understand. Before we leave, I really would like to let Felipe close us out with just information about where to get his book or anything he wants to talk about. I'm going to take me and Michael off the stage for a second.
I was gonna
Oops.
say I've changed. Well, thank you very much, Bill, and you, Michael, just for all your all support and everyone else's. I did put the link in this for this book here in the comments, and basically the ebook is available right now. We are launching the paperback later next week, actually, but it's right now. It's ranked number 11 the bestseller. So if you haven't bought it and you want to support it, now's the time to buy because hopefully we can get to the number 1 bestseller, and that would be something I did not expect and would be really excited about. And it's a great story about encouraging kids to dive into their imagination in a time where we have so many distractions with digital devices, iPads, iPhones, movies. You know, kids need to tap into their own imagination and don't forget how to tap into your own creativity and have fun with that. So thank you. It is a little love letter to my daughter, who you can see there with our first dog. And I hope you all enjoy it. Thank you, Bill.
And it's up to all of us to support. So, you know, just go out there, buy the book. I'm going to do it. I have a 2-year-old grandson. Why wouldn't I? I appreciate everyone that showed up. I appreciate your feedback, and you guys have a good night. Happy Sunday. Bye, guys.
You too, Bill. Thank you.